any question for Nico, for Drew, for Maine, and for, of course, Rain? Any more questions? Maybe we could make room for one or two before we wrap up today's gathering. Okay, yes, ma'am.
I am Benny Beray, philstar.com. What do you think is the solution to Metro Manila traffic?
Bigat! Even mga rocket scientists, nahihirap.
No, actually,
What do you think?
it's a problem. It's such a problem, but I just feel that we can lessen the problem by not just leaving the house anymore, no?
No, I get what you're trying to say.
No, but then you wouldn't use shell fuels.
No, but then you work 2 hours lang and then you leave na and go out of town
Yes.
for a vacation.
I think traffic is a worldwide problem. Every big city has
That's true.
those issues, and I think the right infrastructure is being put in place right now. And I do think in the coming years we're going to have a lot of improvement on that.
I guess you make better choices on the road for me. Huwag ka nang umalis ng bahay. Hindi, like, be a passive driver, don't be aggressive, you know? And just follow the rules, you know,
Right.
for me. Kasi there's nothing much we can do about the traffic in Manila but to endure it, di ba?
Because of the volume of vehicles that we have, but Maine is right in saying when something happens, an accident happens, then it makes it all worse. So, you know, be a better driver on the
Be a
road.
pleasant driver.
Right.
To tell you honestly, parang we have so many ideas. One of which for me, which I really don't know if it's gonna work, centralized public, transport. Centralized, so they don't have to wait anymore to fill up the bus, the jeepneys, or whatever. I don't know. I really have no idea, but it could work. I'm not sure.
But you know, traffic has been a part of our daily lives, and we just learn how to adapt to it. You know, the strongest adapt. Yes, sir.
Hi, Flourish from Manual to Life. Just like to ask, if you have any place in the Philippines or in the world, do you want to have a road trip? Where would you go?
Your dream destination, road trip,
Road
just
trip
driving
destination.
in the Philippines. Where would you go?
For me, it's Negros.
Negros.
I'm a big fan of Bacolod. It's very farm-oriented. Every time I go there, I have a lot of friends, and there's massive sugar plantations. But it's a very farm-oriented province in the Philippines, and it's actually very beautiful and very underdiscovered. There's so many things to see there. So I mean, I believe the Philippines have so many destinations.
That's
For me, the Philippines is probably one, if not the best country in the world, but with not that good marketing. I think Philippines have so much more than what people knows actually outside the world, and I think the Philippines is the perfect place to road trip anywhere. But me particularly, I love Negros because I love the more on the farm side.
It's Negros Occidental, like the potential it has. Drew, where would you go? You've been to everywhere.
For the past 14, 15 years, I travel every week. So pretty much I've been to most places, even the most isolated islands. That is a tough question, sir.
For you specifically.
Yes, because I will have to ask you back. Who are you with? Diba? Your girlfriend, your wife? Wait, are you gonna be with your kids? Do you want adventure? Do you want to travel by yourself? Do you want something cold? Do you want a mountain or do you want a beach or do you want both? Do you want land trip with your barkada? It's such a very very difficult question. But then again, like what you said, Philippines, you don't have to go to just one destination. You can go to different destinations. That's why you're very lucky.
We are, indeed. Tayong mga Filipino, there's so much for us to experience and explore, not having to go so much, farther, just around the area. How about you, Maine?
I think Kalinga, but I was there last week.
Apayao?
Kalinga is Sagada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was there last week for our Eat Bulaga Lenten shoot.
Ilang oras yun?
12 hours.
12
12 hours on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So siguro next time I'll be the one driving. For a change. For a change.
Nice.
By myself. Good luck.
That would be nice. Okay. A couple more? Yes.
Well, probably yours, ma'am. What would they be doing particularly? Will they be online, offline, or what particular things should we expect they to come up with? Like, are they on advertisements, or on their peripherals, or what else should we expect from Shell now that they are in the company?
Well, definitely a lot of fun things, especially with these three around. But as I said, we're not looking so much. Well, they'll be all over definitely, so you can expect more of them where they are already. But a lot of it is going to be based on their actual experiences, like when they go on their own drives, and they're going to be producing their own content and really joining us or letting us join them on their road trips. So that should be something fun.
Alright. And for me, just one question. You've known to actually sell out things when you endorse them. Are you afraid that you're going to sell out every Shell fuel save now that you're with the company?
That's impossible. That's far from the bounds of possibility, so I don't think so.
We're not complaining.
Though it's a good thing if that happens, but I don't think so.
Alright, thank you so much.
We'll make sure to stock up.
Right. Ano na tayo? Double until inventory. Sold out queen. Okay.
Yes, question. Besides choosing Shell, what other driving tip do you live by? Yung tinuro sa inyo until you ever start driving?
Well, drive within the speed limit, Actually, the first thing that people told me when I was learning how to drive is to be a pleasant driver. That's to follow the road rules and drive within the speed limit, stuff like that.
Be courteous,
Yes. And don't be aggressive. Yun talaga eh. Isa sa mga pet peeve ko kasi yung mga drivers aggressive masyado sa road.
I love this new campaign from Shell. I just saw this earlier. Yung babaeng na drive. Babae kasi. Tinamaan ako dun eh. Sabi ko, for the longest time, people would say, for example, you're having a difficult time parking, and somebody would comment like, babae kasi.
Actually, kahit
Takes me to another level.
kahit anong inconvenience sa road, parang isa sa mga questions na pumapasok sa mga tao, babae ba?
Yeah.
So parang
Kasi
yun
pag
din.
babae magaling.
Yes,
Kasi sabi ko kay Ian,
Right now, it's
grabe.
changed na iba na ngayon. Iba na ngayon, di ba? So be a pleasant driver.
Yes.
Okay, I like that name. Because we always hear be the defensive driver. Be a pleasant driver. How about you, Drew?
Ako siguro it's funny, he was the one who pointed it out to me and to our driver. A lot of people actually forget that there are pedestrian lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Parang cars think that they have the right, but actually in most countries, pedestrians have the right.
Mm-hmm.
So parang, feeling ko mas meticulous ako ngayon and sensitive na parang, meron bang pedestrian lane? So,
Na nakaharangan mo.
Naharangan mo, or no, actually yung may pedestrian lane ba so you can slow down.
Right.
Kung minsan kasi pedestrian lane pero medyo nalalagas na yung pintura.
Right.
But still, parang pedestrian lane ba yan pero naka-brake ka na anyway. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So being mindful of the pedestrians. Nico, any tips for the drivers out there?
Yeah, I think the guys said it mostly. But first of all, enjoy the drive. I think we sometimes forget that driving is enjoyable. With traffic, without traffic, it's always an adventure. And I personally love driving, so I always enjoy it. And second, a little bit in line with Maine said, it's be aware. Sometimes when a lot of people, and I used to be a little bit like that, you get behind the wheel and you transform yourself. You become that person that it's like, you forget about everything, and it's like, my mom used to be like that too. That, like a little bit of road rage. But the moment you are aware and you're mindful and you know what you're doing and you start, sort of meditation while you drive, being aware of what is happening, everything becomes more, subtle, and then you start enjoying much more. So, for example, if you're driving and someone cuts you in front of you, instead of getting that rage and going crazy, breathe.
Right.
Take 5 seconds, and you will see after those 5 seconds, after you breathe, you forgot about it. It's just those peak of rage that you need to control, and it's all being, present in the moment and more mindful, and that will make you enjoy the driving much more, and that will, control your stress level even more.
Makes the driving pleasurable instead
Yes.
of stressful.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.